Hello, good morning, and welcome back to Danley Duncan on Preaching. And today I am going to share with you on why pastors need hermeneutics. Why pastors need hermeneutics, and I might I say sound hermeneutics. So, Pastor, those of you who have gone through Bible school, um, can I share with you? Can I encourage you to probably go back to your, I hope you haven't left it, go back to your notes, hermeneutics, and even go further, go deeper, take a hermeneutics at the master's level, right? Um, because hermeneutics is indispensable for you, sir, as a preacher. As a preacher, as a pastor, hermeneutics is indispensable for you. Because hermeneutics is the biblical foundation of preaching. The biblical foundation of preaching. Now, uh, before I do that, let me just give a definition for hermeneutics. Hermeneutics has been defined, in this way, simple way, and I like it. Um, I think it covers most of it, if not all. Hermeneutics is the science and art of biblical interpretation. The science and art of biblical interpretation. So it's the science because it has rules, it has a procedure, it has steps to go about interpreting the Bible. But it's an art as well because as an art, it is something that you have to practice, you have to apply, you have to learn. It's just like a skill. So you don't just work on one passage and think, oh yeah, I'm set for life now. No, even for those of us who went to Bible school, we know that, boy, it took us a long time to work on one passage. And then after that, we realize that, hey, we have to do this for the rest of our lives every Sunday. That was just one sermon, and it took us so long. Anyways, right? So hermeneutics is foundational to biblical preaching. It's foundational. It's where you get your interpretation from, your understanding of the passage, all of it. This is very foundational. And hermeneutics, you can learn it from a Bible school, a seminary, but there are also persons who have like academies. I have, matter of fact, the Preachers Academy, I give hermeneutics as well, but I usually do it in line with the West Indies School of Theology, just so that we don't clash, because I'm not trying to clash in any way, right? And I'm the hermeneutics teacher as well, so it doesn't make any sense, right? So if you do want to join our hermeneutics class or take an hermeneutics class, just let me know, and we will work something out from there, right? Get you signed up. The classes are on the way, so I'm not sure how possible, but send me a message. But the reason why you need hermeneutics is that it's the biblical foundation of your preaching. And I would say that this is the major issue why so many preachers, they are shallow in their preaching, because they're not saying anything, right? you know Not because you have a mouth mean that you're actually saying anything substantial. So then a lot of preachers neglect hermeneutics. There are some even go as far as, oh, I don't need hermeneutics, I don't need. But then, do you know, when you step out to interpret a passage, that's hermeneutic. You are employing a hermeneutic, wherever you get it from, whether it's from your own mind or you get it from overseas, wherever. You are employing a hermeneutic strategy. So we all are involved in hermeneutics, whether we like it or not, right? Right? So I would say, get into hermeneutics. This is why you need it. You need it. And if, Pastor, if you have put down that hermeneutics book and you're preaching, I would say take it back up. Take it back up. All right? You need not put that down at all. Hermeneutics provides substance, as I just said, in your preaching. Substance. That you are able to go in deeper than the average person. This is your the gateway to go in deeper. And you, like behind of me, you can study this tree, the fence, the material that is made of. You can study the land on which all these trees are planted. That's part of hermeneutics. Going deeper and to define words and all of that, right? So homiletics has to do with preaching. Homiletics, but homiletics without hermeneutics is like having wheels without the chassis. You have wheels, but you don't have a chassis. You don't have a vehicle. You're not going anywhere, right? You try roll wheels without a vehicle. You're going to go all over the place. Guess what? But that's what has been happening in preaching. You're all over the place because you don't have a vehicle, right? You need the vehicle of hermeneutics to present and keep presenting a proper sermon. Hermeneutics gives clarity in preaching. Clarity for you, that you know what the passage is saying. You're not just coming up with your own thing and trying to impose it on the passage. No, you start with the passage, right? And you decipher what the passage means, what it's saying, and how to apply it to us today. That's how you get your message, right? And so hermeneutics gives clarity on that. And as it gives you, the preacher, clarity, well, as long as you're able to preach it properly, right? Because hermeneutics doesn't equal um, automatically clear preaching, because you could be a good interpreter of the Bible, but not necessarily a good preacher of the Bible. So let me put that out there. It's not automatic. Once you get hermeneutics, yeah, you're gone clear. No, no, no. That's why we are talking about preaching in so many different areas. Why? Because all of them are important. And one, if you are proficient in one, doesn't mean that you're proficient in all. Right? But hermeneutics, it's your foundation. Your foundation. And it gives you clarity. Alright? It gives you clarity in your preaching, and of course gives the audience clarity in your sermon as well. So these are just a few tips I want to share with you. Very important concerning hermeneutics. Pastor, when last you did a course in hermeneutics? Have you done any extra studies in hermeneutics? Have you mastered any aspect of hermeneutics? Or you have reverted back to your default way of studying God's word and have not grown or improved? Let this be an encouragement to you to get deeper, um, get even more serious with your hermeneutics, because your preaching depends on it. All right. Until then, this is Danny Duncan. Until the next time, it's Danny Duncan and preaching, and you take care. God bless you.